end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7. So Brees going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 18. On play action, it's Brees. He'll buy some time right. And he'll talk options. He throws it away.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. A give. This is Kamara. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
So here we go on 4th down with Brees. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Fletcher Cox. And now the football is going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line.
120!
On 1st down, they run with Howard. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Demario Davis there on the stop.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Wentz. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line.
All right, Brandon. Normally when you hear about guys making 2 interceptions in the game, you're thinking must be a free safety, maybe a corner. How about getting 2 picks out of one of your linebackers? Again, he's just in the right place at the right time, and that's another great play to come away with the football.
They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
That's good for 28 yards. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or...
Better against man, because now you...
And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Fletcher Cox. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They go with Howard to begin the drive. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. didn't happen on that play.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Let's go deep, tighten up.
Again, it's Howard. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Big Sheldon Rankins there to bring him down.
3rd down and 7.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Now Wentz. And he connects with Ertz. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 63 yards receiving for him now. And that last catch good enough for a 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 43.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
On 1st down, Howard looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the 4th quarter. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Wentz. And he finds his tight end, it's Ertz. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A gain there of 21 yards. On 1st down, Wentz. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. A give to Howard. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, losing its will.
On 2nd down now. It's Howard, and they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground?
And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Jordan Howard, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles move back within a couple of the lead.
Well, let the natural light of today reflect that he is now getting into the end zone 2 times.
Look at you. You're a little Ralph Waldo Emerson, is that his name?
No, I was just going with the meteorologist. Said it was a day game. I'm here.
All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. Wentz now to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. And the failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. So Brees going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 21. They fake the give. Here's Brees. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, New Orleans. Ted Ginn, 79 yards. And the Saints add on to their lead.
Partner, one of the cardinal rules of defense is that if you're in position to make a tackle, you need to make it.
Well, and if you can't make the tackle before that, you just got to knock that ball down, right?
Yeah, something has to happen because we saw the end result there. Missed tackle, he goes all the way and takes it for a touchdown.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Go. Ready? Check. So don't say nothing.
They'll run on first down. It's Howard, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
The run defense, they have been porous at times today, but not that last go-around.
No, they really tightened it up, didn't they? They finally got themselves a win because all game long we've seen them get gashed. This time they played their responsibilities, played their keys, and made a nice stop.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 16 yards, a first down. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 26 and a first down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Cameron Jordan wreaking havoc with it. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing to, having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
Well, not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Breeze. And it's caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. From 19 yards away. And the forced fumble defensively leads to 6 points for the Saints. Now Breeze will bring the Saints offense up to go for 2 here.
Hey, Steve 6.
Again, it's Breeze. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
Here we go. 20. It's our field. Hey, it's our house.
Throwing on first is Wentz. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Cameron Jordan getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. That's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Wentz. It's complete. It's Sproles. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's Cameron Johnston now. as he'll kick it away for the second time. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
Ready. Yellow lady. Here we go. Kill.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're.
Slowly on top of the throne. I am a king of the pawn. Hop on a jet across the globe. I guess the world is my home and there's so many milkers burning my dome like turbulent air. I'm switching these flows. If you look at my neck, boy, I'm letting it snow. I'm sturdy as hell as a vessel alone. They showing me love in my city. Gangs ain't hippies. Women like Nick, you know what I'm about. I'm not. The stereotypes, they do not fit me. I'm bigger than life. Give everyone dogs. I'm not a guard. Go hard with a squad. I'm playing my part, but I'm LeBron. Rings to the team. I feel Jackson and hard. The homie calling from a cell. A couple of homies be making it. I just want all of them dudes to the well. Not worry about taking a couple of L's. Don't sin for me, just win for me. Don't kill for me, just live for me. Keep it real for me. We eat together, leave the bill for me like. Hand on my heart, I give it all I got. Walk the walk and talk the talk. Take it higher, that's a God. Hand on my heart, no, I give it all I got. Walk the walk, talk the talk. Take it higher, that's a God. Never stopping, that's a must. Always winning, never lost. GPS, I never lost. GPS, I never lost. Who do it better than me? Yeah. Vision on 2020. Yeah. VVS, Clarity. Yeah. Determination, laser focus. Banging on they know they taking notice. Determination, laser focus. Banging on they know they taking notice.
The young
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. This is what it looked like just a moment ago in the heart of New Orleans. Folks, there's no place for this noise to go in the Superdome. It is loud, and these fans are ready for football as their Saints get ready to do battle with the Houston Texans. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Ready. 5-9. Right here. 41 Mike. Hey, they're scared. Come on, 41's good. Hey, Echo. Ricky. Mike 41.
Throwing on first down is Breeze. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. A big play there on the first play of the game. And even 60 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. From the gun, it's Breeze. And complete right side to Cook. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
Easy, opposite.
Here's Breeze. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
On the ground, this is Lamar Miller. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
On 2nd and 9, Watson. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line.
So a pretty shaky start here for both sides.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing a ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines they're sitting them down and saying, okay, remember, this is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the other color. Let's make sure we get it to our guys, please.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The lightning rod, J.J. Watt with a sack.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Now it's Hill. Over the middle, open is Thomas. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. And Lutz puts this one through. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
And now out comes Houston. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun, here's Watson. To the right side, complete to Miller. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and just like that, it's 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Throwing on third down, Watson. And he's taken down here by the Saints. The sack coming from defensive end Cameron Jordan. And they weren't in zone coverage, they were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
So dangerous with a football in his hands. Call that a return of 38. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Toss play, Kamara. And some room to maneuver. Down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, 37 yards. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. Lutz good on the extra point. And the lead grows to 10-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Watch the run, watch the run.
Watson on first down. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
Yellow lady. 41 Mike. Hey, Sue.
So after the INT, it's Breeze. 20. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Texans scoop it.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And an alley to run. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 39 yards there. A big one.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Check 24, check 24. 24. Check 31. Check 3, check 3. 24 is down, he's coming. Down, let's go.
Lamar Miller. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
The eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Steps away. That's going to be caught. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Texans have cut it to within a score. And that touchdown drive happened very, very quickly. You knew that they had the quick strike ability. They showed it.
And for a defense that understands that, it still drives them crazy when it actually happens to them. Fast and furious, there came the points.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on second and a couple.
5-9.
Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. The tackle that time by Zach Cunningham.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Well, they only needed a small gain on third down. They end up getting over 30 yards. Now Kamara. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. They go play action here on first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
He was trying to get it that time to Ted Ginn, but it's going to be second down. An incomplete pass leads to second and 10 from the 25. Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack.
Here we go. Mike, 41. 36.
On third and long, it's Breeze. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? They begin with a run by Miller. And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. 2 minutes remaining in the first half, 10-7, our score. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report, but business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
On second down, here's Miller. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Tackle is made by Cameron Jordan.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Watson to throw on third down. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long. Here's Hill. He gets this into the hands of Kirkwood. Touchdown, New Orleans. Keith Kirkwood 64 yards. And the Saints are able to strike quickly for 6. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
And now out comes Houston.
And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with...
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Von Bell. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Check three. Good eye.
Now they'll toss it out right to Kamara. And a nice carry there of 15 yards. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
Ready. Young lady. 12. Rush in.
Now a play fake. Breeze. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. This will be caught at about the 6. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Saints add on to their lead. Lutz with the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. That'll be taken in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Out comes a Houston offense as they get set to take over here.
You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
On your team. 26. You got tight right there.
Play action from Miller. Now Watson. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans.
Hey, check white 47. We own them. 47's the mic.
Now a play fake, and it's Watson. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. The Texans send the punter out as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime.
At their own 48-yard line.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
The kickoff formula for the Texans will be the same as last week. They'll run the ball 3 times. They'll run 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 3 times.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Watson will bring up the Texans here first and 10 at their own 24. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
The Saints take over first and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Play action. Breeze. Forced out to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
So I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Back to the air on second down. It's Breeze. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
Let's go now. 60 Pittsburgh. Tight down. There you go. Say. Pilot, 64, reach. Leo. Let's go.
To the air again. Hill. It's brought in right side by Gill. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. Lutz good on the extra point. And the lead is now 24.
Rick, I know you can hear me, bro. That last touchdown he got, bro. I got caught on the D-line. That nigga would not score on me, bro. He is not fucking scoring on me, bro. Like I said, I got a bad defense that's going to stop anybody. The main reason we got that last touchdown, that's on God. I got stuff on the D-line. I'll show you the proof. Let me tell you something, Reed. Mike ain't fucking with me. Mike ain't fucking with me, my nigga.
Watson will bring up the Texans here first and 10 at their 25-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
Get that
nigga. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston.
Something told me go for that swing route.
75 yards. And the Texans get a bit closer. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Come on, set. 30 base.
Come on, that blitz formation no more.
132 fighter.
Hill on first down.
The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
As you watch that one unfold, didn't you think to yourself, just knock it down because of where he was?
Great catch, but losing yardage.
Hard to change what they are, isn't it? When they see the ball in the air, they're programmed to go get it.
What up, Reed? Hello.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Hill to the right side and complete to Thomas. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
He won the score, bro. I was talking to you guys, man. This shit fucked me up.
Find a way to clear the guy
he got
running the
clowning
drag.
on,
When you do, you just put the ball on
he
him
the
and then let him run.
He's got some space.
Back. 61, match box, right. Hey, lock it. 5.
Now Hill looking to throw on 1st. Dancing to his left. And an out. Hill's hit. And
How did I do that?
And the Texans scoop it. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stride. He had gained really good yardage, but that's what you tell your quarterbacks, right?
I'm saying like how it just happened, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's
your
what I'm supposed to
toughness.
happen.
You know, I think that's what a lot of coaches are trying to preach to their guys. Get the yardage, get down, protect the football.
And he's taken down here by the Saints. Cameron Jordan, who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys that they want to play football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Watson. Looking again for Thomas. This time complete. They'll get 19 out of this, but it will still bring up a 4th down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for a nice completion.
And now Miller hit, and he fumbles. And this is picked up by the Saints. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. And they're not able to convert on 4th down. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
On 1st down, they look downfield, and it's complete. Touchdown, New Orleans. Ted Ginn. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead.
Nigga, he got me fucked up, bro.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot.
That was my fault.
Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there.
What up, Mike?
They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled.
They cheated you. I fumbled too. Come on, I fumbled twice in the game. You fumbled one time.
Touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
That nigga took 2 steps, bro. If you take them 2 steps, that's a possession.
Let's go.
Well, you took a 2-step ass whipping.
It's here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Out of the gun, Watson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Looking to go back to Thomas again.
I mean, what happened when you put that pressure on you,
2nd down.
Hey, 24.
All right.
Throwing again is Watson. Buying time to his left. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. 6 yards is the pickup.
Think about who all I'm sending, bro. Which wise Cam Jordan going off right now.
Route is actually one of the safer things in offense.
Look at all who I'm sending.
Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible. Hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
From the gun on 3rd, Watson steps away to his left. He may try and run for this. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the 1st.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38.
And
that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Watson. And my goodness, another interception.
That nigga don't know what to do, Reed. That nigga don't know what to do, Reed. That nigga don't know what to do, Reed. He don't know what to do. He don't know what to do. Fuck wrong with these niggas. He gonna beat my ass. Mo, don't let him beat your ass, Mo. Man, fuck that nigga. Fuck that nigga. It's still my nigga, though. Man, Reed, call me, cuz. Cause these niggas got me fucked up in the streets, cuz. These niggas got me fucked up in the street, Reed, on everything. Hello? Yo, you wanna play next? Alright.
Let me take your name out.
Say, oh yeah, okay then. He probably will. Hold on, let me call him, nigga. Hold on. Hold on. Let me call Mike real quick. Every time I get distracted, bro, that's when shit happens, bro. Name the place and we pack up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Down from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and they my last one. Oh, I had to get back up. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Alright, Mike don't even want to answer. Mike ain't answering. You're Marie. I said Mike ain't answering. You damn around from road this shit in, nigga. Are you playing with the Chiefs? Are you playing with the Texans, ain't you? You playing with the Texans? You know what? I play with somebody different too. I don't know. You get tired of playing with the same teams. Yeah. I'm gonna try Carolina. I ain't tried them yet.
I don't need no help. Always getting money, rains, no sleep. Hell, keep it on me 'cause my name ring bells. People see me and can't help themselves. See me themselves. I wouldn't wanna be anybody else. I never used to think I'd be a magazine cover. They keep on trying to find a ways to push my buttons. I came out of the jungle.
I don't see what everybody got. I said I wanted to see how the Cardinals do, but I know how they ain't got the Cardinals. See how old Buddy played they rookie quarterback. Yeah, I'm gonna try the Cardinals out. Alright, I'll get the Cardinals. I just hope they don't got this man like overthrowing shit. You know how they had rookie quarterbacks. They had them guys. Yeah, but you got a good ass running back. He's overall higher than
I'm always beating the odds. Taking all these trips, I had to go and get a passport. I'm just trying to live, I don't know what the mad for. I decided to do and got a really big bag for it. At your mama crib ain't getting money, you gotta ask for it. Tired of complaining, I gotta change my situation. Looking at the view outside, I thought
and I think Cardinals got a black jersey too. You got a black jersey, don't you?
Have so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Have so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time.
Hell no, don't get all green. Cut the field green. I don't know what nobody, goddamn. I want to see how old buddy play. It's still on live. I ain't never went out. Nigga, they having an attitude right now. I think Mike was, bro. I think Mike was, bro. Cause it's certain
EA
stuff
Sports coverage of the NFL has us at newly named
probably ain't
State
gonna
Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. So this was the scene a moment ago. The Cardinals emerging from their tunnel, and we are ready for football as the Cards get set to match up.
He really wasn't supposed to score, bro. Real talk.
0 out now as he'll kick this one away.
The first time I was talking to you, and ain't no niggas running the play.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Oh. No, they don't. You know, J.J. Nelson gone. J.J. Nelson went to the Raiders.
Hey, 4 down.
The first carry now. This is Johnson.
Damn,
and an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Fake handoff to Johnson. Now here's Murray. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Leonard Williams showing his strength and quickness there. A loss of 4. After the sack, they'll come up
Read
now.
Read it up being honest, bro.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here, just try and get some space.
What did they get name is?
And instead, they want to throw it on play action. And able to find Kirk complete. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 18 yards and a first down.
It all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Now this throw caught left side. Past the 20. 10. Touchdown, Cardinals. Christian Kirk, 70 yards. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead. Well, that's how they envisioned to get the football to start the game and score.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible?
Or
was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
This is taken about 7 yards deep.
God damn, I ain't looking at my offense. I'm looking at mine. Why you look at yours? Hell nah.
Yeah, I
thought you would.
I thought we were just playing just to play.
Nah, nigga, we playing to win. Man.
I mean, yeah, I understand it. I understand. I was just saying.
Oh, okay. Goddamn.
I was just saying.
Because if I play with somebody else, I want to be able to know, like, you know what I'm saying, who on this goddamn team.
Yeah. I see what you're saying. Well, this shit finna be bad, bro. This shit finna be so goddamn ugly, boy. They got Terrell Suggs, slow ass. Fuck.
Nigga still good, though. He's still a playmaker, man.
Yeah, fuck this shit.
Let's go, man. God damn. Come on.
Your team low key better than mine.
Oh, shit, man.
Then y'all got the best running back in the league. My opinion.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell.
What the fuck?
What the fuck,
bro? Come on, bro. You right in the
leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Right there, you just
a nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Darnold looking for Crowder, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively, getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where does he go with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Switch. He's checking. Crash.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. He gets it left side to Johnson. I call it no gain there on the first down play.
That's a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Now Murray off play action. And an alley to run. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And he
get the fuck out of here, bro.
Tackled down at the 1. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey,
really, Reed, don't get mad at me because you fucked up.
And they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space. And he is.
I was watching the replay. I was looking for a play. I was going to the play.
Taking it in from a yard out. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep your assignments. Let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football.
I got to play Jay 4 more times.
He's good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away.
They didn't want to be Leo so bad.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
They didn't want to be Leo so bad. They ain't even playing. This shit is scary on the low, bro. They need to get mad quick.
The New York set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or will you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
I had that shit set up so perfect.
Anderson, 75 yards. And the Jets get the quick strike touchdown.
Hey! This
Extra
is
point good by Catanzaro. And it's now 13-7. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away.
That nigga thought it was going to be a close game.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. They begin the drive with Johnson, and he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before it's taken down. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
That's the right thing to do.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Check 25. Hayward. 57 to Mike.
Play fake. Murray. And the Jets
They
pressure 2
Man,
inches. Down he goes. Jordan Jenkins coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Back in Arizona, second quarter action. It's the Cardinals in possession as they've got it with a second down coming up. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Left side here, caught by Clay. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
I'm trying to figure out how to play. They got him.
Throwing is Murray on third down. Completing it to the right side. Johnson. David Johnson on his way. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. David Johnson. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the lead now stands at 13. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
I didn't know when the time.
The New York set to take the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the earth.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 49. And his guys will set up shop at
You would have seen what I seen. I promise you not passing the field.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A good gain of 12 yards that time. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this, or Keep setting the calculator, but my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. On second down, Johnson. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And they're going to face a third down.
Right.
From the gun on third down, Murray. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be fourth down.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Watch the curl.
They're going for it. It's Murray. He's got a man.
Get the fuck out of here, bro.
And a loose football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
I mean, they ain't nothing
So
else I
they
can do,
tried
bro.
it. Not only did they not get the first, they fumbled it away.
Yeah, it's one of those things where it went from bad to worse, but I know that everyone's going to pile in on the call and say, well, what are you doing? Why would you go for it there? I think that teams that are convinced that they feel pretty good about their game plan, what they want to get done that day, go for it. Give it a try. Hey, let's see your defense.
Why you ain't jump? Oh, my God, man. You supposed to jump big.
No, I set him up to the drive, 17 yards. It moves the sticks. On first and 10, Darnold.
You come on. Man, get the fuck out of here, bro. Get the fuck out of here, bro.
Brings up second down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in the zone
I ain't
like
pushing
that,
nothing, bro.
it tends to create a lot of congestion
if I went
in
on
the
him, he
middle
would
of
have
the field.
completed that
Makes it
pass.
very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown
Shit,
of Orlando,
bro, man,
Florida.
that was
Absolute
user.
mess.
That was straight user, bro. You man.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10.
Yo, use a pass in the finger right
Motion, motion, motion.
Now Darnold. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. The Cardinals on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield.
Reed, you already hit stick me. What else do you
Nice
want?
first down pickup on a gain of 6. They fake the handoff. Now Murray rolling to his right. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break.
And he's going to be hit and taken down.
Yo, yeah, I fucked it. I fucked it.
Jordan Jenkins. He's the one that got
I
home
was
and
just shocked
takes
he
him
was
down for
open,
a
bro. I
loss
wasn't
of 9.
expecting him to be open.
That last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. On play action, it's Murray. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And the defense loses it. It's complete. Touchdown, Cardinals. Cardinals. Larry Fitzgerald, 51 yards. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead.
Heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs.
I seen him. He been got open read. He just did pressure got to me. I couldn't
not wanting to risk anything here late in the half. He'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out.
Yeah, because the pressure on my right side came, so I couldn't do nothing.
The New York set to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number one. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Darnold now to throw. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now it's Darnold. He sets to fire deep, and this will be caught at the 30.
Good boot.
But he's free going down
Trying
the
to
left
blitz and
side.
shit.
It's a foot race.
Trying to blitz.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets.
I when I do this shit.
Robbie Anderson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Jets are able to cut into this deficit. Extra point up and good
right now.
by Catanzaro. And that will get him one closer.
That nigga want to beat me so bad. It ain't easy.
Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Woulda, coulda, shoulda.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Hey. 66, pull it, hot. He's checking crap. Watch the eye. Go.
A final shot before half from Murray. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
I don't know what type of quarterback you got.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. The second half starts with a carry by Bell. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. A free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
43 is the mic. Go, 80. 43 is the mic, boy. 43. Check.
Here's Darnold now on 2nd down. Wide open receiver complete. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 42 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's Darnold. Rush coming, and he's taken down. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play.
I know there would be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. To throw is Darnold. Anuno's got it, complete. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Get that ball. Get that ball. 43 in the line. Travel. It's going to be
The shotgun snap for Darnold. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown.
That's the only play that's killing me.
Robbie Anderson, 28 yards.
Oh, God.
And the Jets have made
that's
this
the only
a
play
one-score
killing me.
game.
But
That's
I
the
keep
score you
blitzing,
felt
man.
they had to have here in the
Trying
3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Murray now on 1st down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Leonard Williams picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
That's his 2nd sack of the game. The best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he's going to lose a yard or two, taken down behind the line. Jordan Jenkins able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Leonard Williams. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
Boy, 43. Check, 43. Watch the run, watch the run. Hey, lady. Hey, lady.
On 1st down, Darnold. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Here's Darnold. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
You don't want to throw away this excellent field position, but that's 2 incomplete passes in a row. Definitely need something big here on 3rd and 10.
Conversely, defense has done a good job on 1st and 2nd down. The coverage has been draped. Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. And that is incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone, the safeties have less ground to cover.
That don't make no sense. Like his stick when he dropped the ball, Reed.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that, but in the NFL,
17
defenses
straight
are
points.
awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not just about the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just want to run it past it.
At their own 18-yard line.
On the double. Mark 57. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Sometimes with the running game, you just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe you change up some blocking assignments.
Wait a minute. My controller died. Oh, my God.
Overall essence of the running game.
I wonder why I did that shit.
He's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL,
my controller died.
Routine.
I've got to change
and I
it.
hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
All right.
The first down carry here for Johnson. Oh, bowls right over him. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And all the way down to the 33-yard line. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. If they're going to try to complete this comeback, they need more runs like that from him, because until that point, he's been virtual. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. David Johnson, 33 yards. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
How you pass interference every day?
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Darnold from the gun. And this will be incomplete.
Hit stick, baby!
Football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him. They'll find him. Find him.
On 2nd and 10, Darnold is brought in by Jamison Crowder. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
I said the same thing, but she didn't say that shit, though. I said the same thing, but she didn't want to agree with me, though. I said it hits the good.
Following that fumble recovery, it's Murray. They'll roll him out right. And that will be incomplete.
That's my only incompletion, bro.
If they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Andy Isabella was the intended target. And it's 2nd down. Murray again, 2nd and 10. Fitzgerald bringing it in over the middle. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And he's going to be taken down.
You got so lucky, bro, boy. You better glad my offensive line trash read.
Welcome back to the desert.
My offensive line was trash, bro.
It's Cardinal football. They're also out in front of the scoreboard as we get set for the 4th. Throwing on 2nd and long. Murray.
Offensive line is
to him again. Jordan Jenkins able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot. 3rd and long.
57. Mike, 57.
Murray with a 3rd and long. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Isabella. A crazy sequence here. A huge gain that time, but it still leaves them well short for 4th down. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side. Instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up 1st downs and keeping the football.
Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively, all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Johnson And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Give him 2 yards on that one. Second and goal now.
Well, they made the play there, and I'll guarantee you their coaches and other players are screaming at them about their pride. Come on, guys. He's already gotten in 3 times. You can't give up a 4th one. Now,
and he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Kyler Murray taking it in. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone.
I've been doing the stupid ass blitz. You want me to stop you?
And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
That's why I was playing field with him, so he had me fucked up.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at the 20.
43 is the mic. 43 is the mic. Watch the back. Watch the back.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And his pass incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
On 2nd and 10, Darnold.
Look at this. Really? Oh, my God, bro. Oh, my God, dog. I ain't get cheated that read.
And it's 3rd down.
We'll say that for another game.
At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Give him 30 yards there. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
Darnold.
Interception. Yeah, adjustment.
Well, this adjustment.
I knew you don't go that route, bro.
The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip this further and further out of hand.
Flushed out right. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
He didn't get hit,
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock is going off in your head. It's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Like that,
they're not ready for this. They still playing. Y'all playing the wrong football. Alert 3, alert 3, alert 3.
1st down, Murray. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
He ain't slow.
Andy Isabella was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
You know what I'm saying? Like, when he overthrew it so hard that,
Now a handoff, Johnson, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And he's got his man. It's the tight end play. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Flush to his right. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. The safety Jamal Adams able to break that one up. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well.
If you would let the computer do it, he would have kicked out.
If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back.
You clicked on it while
as
you were
well.
trying to tackle him.
Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on
it
EA
is the right
Sports.
button. Once you click.
So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On third down, Murray over the middle and caught by the tight end play. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a first down. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. Murray going to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it.
And Fitzgerald has got it. Touchdown, Cardinals. Larry Fitzgerald, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
Because
and
they
the Cardinals will
overall.
extend their lead.
Dang, Reed.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 23. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused. Because they had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
Oh,
and he's up
that would be
past
a
the
good
20 to the 22-yard line.
You know what I noticed, bro? I play people. I'm good as fuck, but I play on the level of people. I play on the level of people who I play on the level of people who ain't that good.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive.
Like this.
Look to throw.
Yeah.
And he's got some space here. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
I know I'm good as fuck.
Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
You gonna put be out of you gonna put money on Mike.
But they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Now Murray, and an alley. Oh, now Murray has it stripped, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
I played.
It's nice to give them
credit, think about before I played y'all, bro. I was playing other people.
Guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and that'll wind up incomplete.
I play
Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
I mean, that ain't my fault, though, Reed. What you want me to do?
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time.
You talk to me like I don't got no
yards, a first down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football.
Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Back to throw, Darnold. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL.